Okay, so before I go any further, let me explain myself. I know in Generation 1 we had some interesting Pokemon sprites, and of course all those changed drastically. Those are not the ones I'm talking about though in particular. The ones I'm talking about are the ones from Gen 2. Generation 2 brought us colored Pokemon sprites, and they definitely improved Pokemon's quality as a whole. Over generations of Pokemon though, some sprites change in coloration, and I'm sure people have noticed them, but I've never seen a video done explaining this, so I guess I'll make one. Note that these sprites will only be from Generation 2, most notably from Pokemon Gold and Silver with the Johto Pokemon sprites. I will only be talking about the coloration, not the overall change, because as every generation comes out, of course, the sprites are going to be different, aside from games like Generation 6 to Generation 7, where they pretty much just use the same ones, aside from the Generation 7 Pokemon themselves. But now, since you guys have a general idea of what I'm talking about, let's get into this list of all the changed Pokemon sprites in Generation 2. So starting off, I guess I will talk about the minor changes first, and then the major changes later. First off, we have the Mareep line. As you guys can see, Mareep's tail is yellow, Fluffy's tail is pink, and Amphiros's tail is yellow as well. In later generations, Mareep's sprite actually remains the same, but Fluffy's tail turns blue, and Amphiros's tail turns red. Umbreon's eyes in Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal are yellow, but in later generations such as Ruby and Sapphire, they actually turn red. Skarmory's wings are fully metallic silver in Pokemon Gold and Silver, but in Crystal they were changed to be red. However, the top of the wing remained metallic silver. Sneasel's sprite change is a little more obvious due to it having blue quills in Pokemon Gold and Silver. Then they were changed to pink in Pokemon Crystal. I guess I can include this one as well. Blossom's flowers go from a really light pink to a darker pink or lighter red in Pokemon Crystal. These ones were only minor. The next ones literally went through full color changes, like Magcargo in Gold and Silver, it's pink, and in Crystal it was then changed to red. Spinarak goes from a bluish-greenish color to a lighter green in Crystal. Togetic goes from a gold color scheme to a white color scheme in Crystal. Raikou's whole sprite kind of had a makeover with all the changes it went through, changing from an orange color scheme to the more modern look we see. Its mane changes from orange to purple along with its tail. The claws turn from orange to white. Its face goes through quite the change too. I'm sure you guys can see it. The fur gets changed from orange to a more yellow tiger look with black stripes with a bit of white fur around its face. I think this one is honestly the most notable change with Generation 2 sprites. Some of these sprites were corrected in Pokemon Crystal, but ones like the Mareep line and Umbreon were not corrected until Generation 3. The shiny sprites in Generation 2 also had some pretty crazy changes too. Maybe I'll cover those in a future video. Those were all the sprite changes I could find though in terms of regular Pokemon. If you guys can find some more, definitely share them in the comments below. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to be sure to leave a like and share this video with a friend. With that being said though, I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you in the future for more Pokemon content.